Peaches, welcome to today's video. So today I'm going to be making some of my favorite pesto recipes with you guys. It's our first episode of Better at Home. So instead of doing Is It Worth It, because I realized a lot of you guys are not here in LA or going to these restaurants or trying it. So instead of doing a specific restaurant, we're just going to be recreating my favorite dishes that I like to order out at home. So when I go out to eat, it's usually hard for me to find something that is healthier to eat because if you're not eating meat, then it's usually fried food. And so luckily though, sometimes they'll have a vegetarian option, which is usually for a sandwich shop or a bakery, something like that usually has a caprese sandwich. And at dinner restaurants or Italian restaurants, usually there's a pesto pasta. In this video, we are going to be making my two favorite pesto recipes. We're going to be making a caprese sandwich and a pesto pasta. Now, I have to say, I go to a lot of restaurants. I order a lot of the same meals because, as I said, there's not always a ton of vegetarian options. And I have never had better pesto pasta or better caprese sandwich than I make myself here at home. I can tailor it to exactly how I like it, and it's so easy. So the first thing is, here in LA, there's a restaurant called Blue Butterfly. If you're ever in LA, you should definitely check it out. It has the best pastries, best drinks, best food, so fresh, but it is a little pricey. So it's about 15 minutes from my house, but of course you have to order it, so it takes a little bit of time to get there. Plus it cost me like $12 for a sandwich. So as much as I loved it, I had to figure out a way to make it at home. So the ingredients that you're gonna need are your pesto. I love making pesto at home. As I showed you guys that recipe last week, if you wanna make any other recipes we're making today, you can definitely follow that recipe, or just pick up your own pesto from whatever grocery store you want. Your avocado, ciabatta rolls. Now you can use whatever bread that you want. Your mozzarella, and if you don't want to do mozzarella and you want to spice it up a little bit, you can do burrata. It is so good with both. I'm going to show you guys how I make it with mozzarella, but burrata is amazing on it too, depending on what you like. If you've never had burrata, it tastes kind of like mozzarella with a different texture, but it is delicious. Both of them are amazing. And then you're going to need your zucchini. I already have my meal prepped. But if you guys don't know how to make zucchini, there's lots of different ways. I usually just slice it up and throw it on the pan with some olive oil until they turn brown and good to go. You can watch my quinoa video, I'll put it up here, and I show you guys how I make all of my zucchini and squash. But that's what you're gonna need too. You can use zucchini or squash. I have both in here. I usually do a mixture, but if you prefer one or the other, you can totally do that. Now I would like to say, because we want to make it a little more cost effective, right? So I pick these up at Trader Joe's because I only need a few right now. But usually what I do is I get my mozzarella, which here it comes in a 2-pack from Costco. It's $8 for 2. And it's like, I don't know how much it is, but I know that you can get like a 24-pack of ciabatta rolls at Costco as well as your avocados, as well as my zucchini and squash. So I usually get all of these ingredients at Costco. If you don't have a Costco membership, then I don't really know what to say, but that's how I make it the most cost effective. Even if you get the 4-pack, it works out to be between $3 and $4 a sandwich, which is literally 25% of what I would pay for at the store. And honestly, I like mine better. So anyways, that being said, once you have these 5 ingredients, that's all you're gonna need. You have your roll and you're just gonna slice it in half. So once it's sliced in half, you're gonna put it into the toaster and let it crisp. You can make it however dark or light you want. I like it like nice in the middle. Also, if you guys want the link to the best toaster, check my new Instagram. It's called the Peachy Product Pics, and you can get the link. It's so cute.
For a little bonus, I wanted to show you guys how Matt makes his. He makes it more like an avocado toast, so he only uses one slice of sourdough bread. He adds cherry tomatoes that are sliced in half, and he also adds avocado that is sliced instead of diced and mashed like I did. He also uses burrata instead of mozzarella, so if you guys want to try this out, here's another recipe too.
Can we just talk about this, okay? You guys saw how easy that was. It literally took me like 2 minutes to make this. And it cost me like let's even just say $5. Let's say it cost me $5 to make it. It is still so inexpensive and tastes amazing, okay? So easy to do. I make zucchini and I make pesto all the time anyways, and I use it in a lot of different recipes. But even if you didn't want to do that, even if you wanted to buy it like pre-made, it's so easy. It takes 5 ingredients, it takes you a few minutes. Just don't pay for a caprese sandwich when it's so easy and simple to make. The cost is better. Also, it only took me 2 minutes. So I don't have to get in the car and drive anywhere. And it's just really easy. You don't need any chef skills. So I really, really recommend you making this at least once. Try it out, see if you like it. Obviously, this is not vegan or gluten-free, but I do think it's definitely on the healthier side of sandwiches. If you guys want to make it vegan, you could just use gluten-free mozzarella or just skip the cheese and just do the vegetables, add a tomato on there or some spinach or something. If you wanted to make it gluten-free, just change out the bread and make the exact same sandwich to whatever your favorite gluten-free bread is. We've tried it on a few different types, but this is like my all-time favorite classic that I feel like when I go out to a restaurant, this is what I'm getting. It's just great. Also, the portion size is really good because it's like enough. I will be full out after the sandwich, but even if you wanted more, like literally from Costco, you can get 24 rolls for like $8. So you have plenty. You can make these for weeks. This bread is crunchy. You have the like softer texture from the zucchini. You have that cheese in there, and then you have the avocado to make it like creamy. It is so delicious. I'm gonna eat this really fast, and then later on tonight I'm gonna come back and make pesto pasta, so I'll see you guys in a second. All right, so we are back. It is dinner time now. We're gonna make another one of my favorite pesto dishes. So for this recipe, we're gonna be making a pesto pasta. It is gluten-free. It can totally, very easily be vegan. You can add whatever you want to it, but like always, I'm just gonna show you what I do and my base. So the first thing you're gonna need is this Andean Dream pasta, okay? So I have tried a lot of gluten-free pastas, and they're usually chickpea based or like some type of bean based, and they're usually pretty horrible and taste like cardboard. We don't want that. So for the longest time, I was just eating wheat pasta like normal and then being very bloated and looking like I was 4 months pregnant after dinner. Well, I found this guy. This brand sells spaghetti, it sells elbows, shells. This is the Facility. that we're gonna make tonight. It's really whatever type of pasta you want. It literally tastes just like wheat pasta. Sometimes it goes on sale for like $2 a box. It usually is about $5 a box, which is more for pasta, but I personally think it's worth it to feel good and not feel bloated after dinner. So I spend the extra money. You don't have to, you can use whatever pasta you like, but I just wanted to recommend, it's called Andean Dream, and you can find it at Whole Foods. They probably have other places too. That's the only place I've checked for it, but it's really good, and so I wanted to put that recommendation out there. On top of that, obviously you need your pesto that we made before. You need mozzarella. If you're vegan, use vegan mozzarella. Don't put cheese in it. It tastes good either way. You need your tomatoes if you want them. You don't have to use them. And you need whole kernel corn in a can. So I don't like to use it on the cob because we are not eating it on the cob. We're gonna mix it into our pasta, so it's just a lot easier when it's in the can and it's cheaper. You get a lot in here. Usually 1 box of pasta and 1 can of corn together will get me 3 bowls of pasta. So usually for dinner, it will be for me and Matt, and then I'll have it for like lunch the next day. This is another really simple recipe. It's only 5 ingredients. Add or subtract whatever you want, and it doesn't really cost much. The box of pasta is about $5. The can of corn is usually 70 cents. Let's just say it's $1. The tomatoes, you'll get more than 1 use, but let's say it's like $2. So altogether, we're looking at maybe $8, and that's for 3 dishes, which is really good. So I'm pretty happy about it. I love this meal. It's delicious to me, and there's so many spin-offs. There's so much you could do with it. So that being said, let's get started. So then we're just gonna add a pinch of salt. We are going to cut up our cheese into little cubes. And we're good to go. All right, let's try this. The corn will really balance out the pesto, and the cheese just adds a freshness. Oh my God, it's so delicious. Okay, I cannot wait to dive in and eat this whole bowl. So I'm gonna go. I hope you guys enjoyed watching my favorite 2 pesto recipes. It's so much cheaper, as I said, $8 for 3 portions of this. Whereas if you go buy pesto pasta in an Italian restaurant, it's probably gonna be like $12 to $18. This is so good. I don't feel bloated afterwards. Both of these dishes I have multiple times a week, and they're delicious. So I hope that you guys try them out. If you do, let me know how it works out for you guys. Also, leave in the comments if you have any other pesto recipes you want me to try. And if you like this video, don't forget to give a big thumbs up and hit subscribe down below to see more of me. Also, don't forget to turn on those bell notifications so that you get notified every time I post and you don't miss any of the next recipes. As always, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next week. Bye!